name is Maciel Antal.
Hi, my name is Cassandra.
Hi, my name is Alyssa.
Hi, my name is Saul.
Hi, my name is Angelica Ojeda.
Hi, my name is Raul Trujillo, and thank you everybody for coming. This is for a speech communication class, this is for an informative speech. So today, the topic that I'm going to talk about is about language preservation. So you might be asking, what is language preservation? You know, when you talk about language, we all relate that to English, Spanish, primary languages that you speak mostly, you know, in your communities. But actually, I got 5 different articles that I researched today, and the first article that I want to mention is The Guardian. You know, it's an article for London. I mean, and actually they say there is 6,000 languages in the world, and that's across the globe. You know, Africa, Asia, South America. There's 6,000 different types of languages, and they say within the next century, half of those languages are going to die if we wouldn't do anything about it. So I have another article here from the BBC, and this is actually an article that mentions somebody from Oklahoma. His name is Tom Belt. He's a native from Oklahoma. He's a Cherokee. And this article says that he actually learned how to speak Cherokee in his house. He never knew English until he went to school for the first time. So you might be asking, why would somebody do that? Why would you learn a native language that nobody else speaks? Well, there's many different reasons that he said. First of the reasons, he said the language, that's how you identify yourself with your culture, you know? And also, Cherokee is very particular. They don't have a word for like goodbye. They just say, I will see you again. And they don't have a word for I'm sorry. You know, they just do mimics. They don't actually have a word for that. So that actually conveys a different way that you see a different culture, you know? And also in this article is very important. They talk about, you know, how different language contain different information that we might not be aware of, like, you know, mathematics, geography, zoology, I mean, they know many different stuff that we're not aware of. And also, no culture has a monopoly of all the, you know, all the resources in the world. So everybody's asking when the next big idea is going to come. You know, it can come from any culture, and if we don't know the language, we can miss it. We can miss that great idea that we don't know. And I want to quote this article because I think this is very important when it comes to a new language. And you say, when we lose an ancient language, we also lose knowledge. So that's very important about preserving, you know, ancient native languages. And also, there's other benefits. I want to get a little bit off topic right here. There's many other different benefits. You know, this is another article from The Guardian. It says, what are the benefits of learning a second language? And there is, you know, did you know that learning a second language actually improves your cognitive, and it actually delay dementia by many years. So learning a different language actually has good benefits on your body and on your mind, you know, besides learning a native language. Well, we move on to the next topic, and I mean, not the next topic, the next article, and this is actually about South America. Believe it or not, South America is doing really good about preserving native languages and indigenous language. So this article actually says, what can we learn from South America and the effort that they have done to preserve our language? And this is, I want to talk about now about my country, Peru. Actually, long time ago, there was 2,000 years ago, there was an empire called the Inca Empire, which went to so many different countries in South America, which is Colombia, Peru, Argentina, Ecuador. And before the Spanish colonized, you know, the Incas, they speak Quechua. Now everybody speaks Spanish. So Quechua was the primary language of the Inca Empire. And even until now, a lot of people speak Quechua. Believe it or not, there is 8 million people speaking Quechua in South America. I mean, that's a big number for a native language. 8 million people. And in Peru by itself, is 3.2 million people speaking Quechua. So it's a lot of people speaking Quechua. Now, these people face a lot of challenges, you know, with speaking Quechua. So, you know, most of these people are actually afraid to speak Quechua in front of other people because they are afraid to be discriminated and that they won't be offered the same services as native Spanish speaker would get, you know. So, you know, it's many different things going on. But the main thing is, what is the government doing to save this language? It's like, what are they doing to preserve these languages before they go extinct? So, this is an article actually in Spanish. It's called Diario El Comercio from Peru. And this article talks about how the Peruvian government is taking measures to save Quechua and other native languages from Peru. The first measure actually, they try to implement schools for people that only speak Quechua, and they're trying to prepare interpreters to, help people that speak Quechua with that transition from Quechua to Spanish. And we can see that here too, people that speak Spanish and English, an interpreter is really valuable when a person wants to communicate because they bridge the gap between one language and another. So the government's actually training people to, interpret for people that speak Quechua so they get the same benefits as the people that speak Spanish do, And also the biggest challenge the government face is that they want people to speak this language on a daily basis. Like they want communities, cities to have conversations in Quechua that way that, the language will grow and everybody, will be more comfortable with. So it will be so much discrimination when you hear it because you hear it every day. So that's one of the challenges that they're facing right now and they're working on it actually. And this is actually I found this really, really awesome. They actually, Microsoft Peru created Windows 8 in Quechua in many different, Microsoft operating systems. Like they have Windows 8, Microsoft Office, SkyDrive, all the new technologies in Quechua. So, that's huge for the language because it helps them catch up with everybody else. Because technology now, these days, it drives everything. So if you're behind in technology, it will be hard for you to catch up with everybody else. So if that happens, then what will be the point for you to, learn that language? You might as well just learn the primary language and forget about that. But, since Microsoft put an effort to it and they understand how important it is to keep that, everybody else at the same level, they actually dedicated time to create these programs for people that speak Quechua and they can access different articles, that everybody has access to. So, so that is, today I show you 5 different articles about language preservation and how important it is to preserve, our different native languages. I mean, you see how many people, speak those languages and what is the government and many different agencies doing to preserve this language. And hopefully, one day you'll be able to learn this language, different languages. I encourage you to learn different languages. And so, thank you very much for coming one more time. And thank you so much.